Welcome to Ignite, where we're starting the week off right. This is the official podcast of Blackman High School. I'm Justin Smith, the principal of Blackman. This podcast is designed as a source of announcements for parents and students. These are our announcements for the week of August 12th through August 16th. Parents, we want to welcome you back to a new school year. We know that the start of school is a busy time for teachers and students, but it's also a busy time for families. We appreciate all that you've done to get your students enrolled in school on time and with all the necessary supplies. As a parent myself, I know what that involves. We are truly appreciative of all of the great parent support that we have here at Blackman. We know that sometimes your students may not share everything that you need to know, so each week our digital arts students prepare this podcast that will be filled with important announcements and reminders. From time to time, I'll also send school-wide emails or phone messages if there's something specific that I need to spotlight in an additional way. I love that this is a student-produced product, but I also love that this is a way for you to go back and hear announcements again in a way that our typical phone messages don't allow. We'll do our best each week to keep this brief, but we'll also spotlight special guests from time to time. We do want to continue to communicate with parents and families in convenient ways, and this year we are launching an official BHS Facebook page, and we're in the process of working on an Instagram account as well. Our Facebook is up and running right now, so please look us up and give us a follow. In the coming days, we'll have a direct link on our website so that you can access it easily. All comment features are turned off, so we won't be using Facebook to respond to questions. Please use email for that. However, this is another great source for staying up to date with what's going on around campus. And students, stay tuned for Instagram. That is coming very soon. Parents, if you've not already done so, please make sure that you complete the online data verification for your student in Skyward. If you recall, when your student was in elementary school, they brought home a stack of papers to fill out. This was that same process, it's just online. This is our only way to verify that all of our students are enrolled accurately in our school zone, and it's also our only way to make sure that we have up-to-date health records for our nurse. Beginning of the year, we send out many reminders, and we just want to continue to remind you, if you've not already done so, to make sure that is complete. One important item that is coming home in an old school paper format is a new Rutherford County Schools Visitor Code of Conduct. This was developed as the result of a state law that went into effect recently. According to the state law, schools must post and distribute a paper visitor code of conduct. While much of it is a given, we don't want to leave anything up to assumption when it comes to the expectations of behavior by any visitor to our building and when it comes to the safety of our students and staff. At the bottom of the page, there's a place for you to sign, detach, and return the signature slip with your student. If you can please take care of that this week so that we know you have received it, we would appreciate it. As a reminder, the United States Department of Agriculture has ended free breakfast and free lunch for everyone that was in place during the pandemic. However, a federal free and reduced lunch program remains available to all families who qualify. Rutherford County Schools encourages all families who qualify for free and reduced lunch to submit an application so that they can receive all the included benefits. Applications are available on the Blackman High School website. There is a paper form, but the online process gets approved much faster. We encourage families who qualify for free and reduced lunch to complete the online version just as soon as you can. Student laptop distribution begins today and will continue this week. In the coming days, students will receive their laptops. They are responsible for bringing this laptop to and from school each day. Parents, please remember to encourage your student to charge the laptop on a nightly basis, but also to bring the charger to school as well. The protection plan available for $20 if you're interested. Details can be found on our school website and on the district website as well. Probably the easiest way is to purchase it through School Cash Online. When you open that up, the option for the protection plan should appear on the open page. One final thing for parents, with school starting up, traffic is always a bit heavier at the beginning of the year. One final reminder for parents, with school starting up, traffic is always a bit heavier here at the beginning of the year. Parents, with school starting up, traffic is always heaviest at the beginning of the year. As a reminder, only our buses are permitted to drop off and pick up at the front of the building. All car riders are dropped off at the gym entrance. There's no car rider drop-off or pickup in the front of the building. There's no car rider drop-off or pickup in the west lot where our band practices. This is for student safety, but also for the ease of traffic flow. Parents, we know that you've got places to be, so please follow these guidelines so that we can help you get on and off campus in the quickest and safest way possible each day. Now some announcements for students. There's a Beta Club Officer Interest Meeting for 10th and 11th graders on Wednesday, August 14th at 3:45 in the Stockert Room, G13. There's also a Beta Club Interest Meeting for new members on August the 19th at 3:35 in G13 in the Stockert Room. First Priority will meet on Tuesday mornings at 7:45 in Ms. Mertz's room D4. Stop by and check it out. Pizza and snacks are back during lunch. Dante's Snack Shack will be opening August 19th. Cash and cards will be accepted. Also, athletic passes will be on sale at Dante's Snack Shack starting August 19th. Sketch It Up will be opening on Monday, August 26th. Come by during your lunch period to purchase a Zaxby's chicken meal or Otis Spunkmeyer cookies. Don't forget they also offer hot and cold community coffee products. Stop by, sketch it up, and check it out. Congratulations to the girls' soccer team who won 4-0 in their game against Smyrna last Thursday. Come out and watch the Lady Blades soccer team this season. All Blackman High School students get into home games for free with a student ID. The schedule can be found on the girls' soccer webpage, on the BHS website, or on the Lady Blades Twitter feed. Finally, students, the BHS eSports team will have an informational meeting on Tuesday, August 20th at 3:30 p.m. in room F12. We're excited to get to know you. At times during our podcast, I'll have on a special guest or two, and today I'm so glad to have our three SROs joining us in the studio today. With us, we've got Officer Curtis Bean, Officer TJ Henson, and Officer Bo Kohler. Thank you guys for joining us today. As you know, safety is always a point of focus for us here at Blackman. We've got a role to play. Students have a role, parents have a role, but also each of us as staff members have a role as well. Parents, one of the things that we continue to train our staff on is our plain language system with our emergency coach, just so that everybody always knows what to do in the event of an emergency. But from time to time, the Sheriff's Office gives our SROs some points of emphasis. So, gentlemen, thanks for being here, and talk to us a little bit about what are points of emphasis from the Sheriff's Office for this year.
Certainly. This is Deputy Kohler, and one of the points of emphasis I'd like to cover is that we are actually here for the students. We're not here to be against them. One of our primary roles is to be security for the building. We are not here to actively find your student committing crimes. That is actually counterproductive. We're just to make sure that the faculty and students are actually safe.
Awesome. Thank you. Door security is a priority for us. We've got a very large campus, and it takes everybody to make sure that our perimeter is secure every day, but also our interior doors are secure every day. Officer Bean or Officer Henson, how can students and parents help us make sure that all of our doors are closed and latched at all times?
This is Deputy Henson. And one of the biggest things that we run into when it comes to door security is students, maybe coming and going to their cars, or propping a door open, things of that nature. So we ask the students, never let anybody into the building that you don't know who they are. Period. I like to use the term, don't let anybody into the building, period, even if it's your friend. There's a process to going around or using the proper door in certain areas. All of our guests are to report to the front office. There's a main entrance to every building in Rutherford County Schools, and you have to present your ID. If you do forget your ID, one of the big things we ask is don't give the staff a hard time, just go back to your car and get it. Those are keeping your students safe. I like to use the word, we check doors unroutinely throughout the day, but we are constantly checking them all throughout the day to make sure that they are locked and secured for your student and the staff safety.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot of times with our students, one of the things we love about our kids is that they're polite and kind, but especially in the South, sometimes that means they've been taught to hold the door open for somebody, and and that can cause a problem. So students, just as a reminder, if you see somebody at the door, don't be nice in that moment. Don't let them in. You've got a process for making sure how that happens. Officer Bean, if a parent needs to get in touch with one of you guys or contacts you, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
This is Officer Bean. If parents need to contact us or if students need to contact us, our email is on the website, and they can also call up to the front office, and our extension is in the phone when you call it in.
Awesome. Anything else that you guys would want students or parents to know about your roles in the classroom, your roles in the school?
So this is Officer Bean again. I'll piggyback on what the other officers have already stated. As far as checking doors, that is something that is a common misconception that it's officers' jobs and administrators' jobs to maintain safety of the school. But it's everyone's job at this school, and we would like for parents to reiterate that to their children, that if you do see a door open, just kindly close that door, even if it's an interior door. But our job is not just law enforcement here on this campus. It is to teach and to mentor these children.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with that more. Well, we're very excited to have 3 SRO officers on our campus at all times. We are excited to have all 3 of these gentlemen with us this school year. Veteran SROs who've done this before and love our students, love our school, but most importantly are committed to keeping us safe. Gentlemen, thank you again for being with us today, for taking a few minutes. And parents and students, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back in touch at the beginning of every week. Until then, as always,
Go Blaze!
Go Blaze!